Yes, Senator Fernandi.
Mr. Speaker, I raise understanding order number one, that there are two issues, the issue of mediation and the issue of university funding model. If you can give us maybe 15 minutes to ventilate
No,
on it.
we are not going to discuss the progressive report that we've just been given by Senator Faki.
Then we can do the university model by the chair.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me be the first to have the bite on the cherry. One is I want to support the statement by Senator Wakoli on the issue of Bungoma employees, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, most of the audit reports that come to the Senate, almost all counties are beyond 35%, Mr. Speaker, in their fiscal responsibility. In fact, you have been a governor. You will notice that most counties, they are going beyond 35% in terms of employees' compensation, Mr. Speaker. This crisis is also in Nandi. Mr. Speaker, even yesterday with the Nandi County Assembly table a report on ad hoc, one of the issues, Mr. Speaker, and the crisis that we are facing is on the issue of employees, where even the current sitting governor has employed his close relatives, among other individuals, Mr. Speaker, coupling a lot of money, Mr. Speaker, which continues to be very unfortunate, Mr. Speaker. And this report has been underscored by the Public Service Commission, which did an audit, HR audit on human resource in Nandi County, Mr. Speaker. So it is very unfortunate that most counties are struggling with this, especially in non-payment, Mr. Speaker, of statutory deductions, where counties are not giving maybe pension, Mr. Speaker, for their employees, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, this issue we have in Nandi, Mr. Speaker, and I hope with time we can be able to address, Mr. Speaker, because even in Bungoma and Nandi, we have similar issues going into the future, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of university funding model, I want to thank the President by, after you and cry, he decided to form a committee or a commission to look into it, the Presidential Working Party on Education, Mr. Speaker. But in my own opinion, Mr. Speaker, there are many challenges. I think some of us who use Higher Education's loan board, there are many tools that you can use to fund the education. Mr. Speaker, my proposal is that, and I want to thank the Chair of Education, Senator Joe Nyutu, that we need to have only band 1 and band 2, where band 1 will be the people who are vulnerable, and there are many yardsticks. You can use wazee wa mitaa, you can use the priest or the sheikh, Mr. Speaker, you can use many yardsticks to give them on band 1. And band 2, Mr. Speaker, should be parents who are able, but they cannot be able to finance the education, Mr. Speaker. And even, Mr. Speaker, we need to widen. Remember, you being the senior lawyer in this country, the students who go to Kenya School of Law are not able to access the loans from Higher Education's loan board. And I know Senior Counsel Senator Okongo Mugeni is aware of this. Even, Mr. Speaker, the teachers who undergo teachers training program cannot access the funding through, Mr. Speaker. So this university funding model will ensure that the university education is well covered, Mr. Speaker, will ensure that Kenya, the one and tertiary colleges, Mr. Speaker, so that it becomes easy in this funding model, Mr. Speaker. I think we need to agree as a country that let us sit and resolve the issue of university funding model with being student-centered.
1 minute to go, Senator, 1 minute to go.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To ensure that it is student-centered funding, Mr. Speaker, going into the future. So I want to ask the Senate committee, although, Mr. Speaker, we receive a bashing from National Assembly that we should not be discussing such matters. But I thought everything concerns counties, Mr. Speaker, because these students you are talking about come from counties. So, Mr. Speaker, I think the National Assembly should get busy ama waende wakaskie vibaya na huko kwao. Asante sana, Mr. Speaker.